when the boats they arrive at Caput La Port, they already know where they are. You know?
Right, because they can use it as a kind of natural lighthouse.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, go down, go down, go down, go down. So they came from the south to the north because there's no more rain here.
Right.
So they move here and they work around here.
Wow.
Because the weather is changed. But the thing is, we go down, they pass over your head. But if you move, it one attack to you and you touch, and then everything return and go to you, and they can kill you.
All right, it's Sunday morning, and where are we headed?
The volcano!
Volcano, Santa Ana volcano. It's our first time taking a trip somewhere in the country other than San Salvador. So we're excited to take you with us. We're going to climb up the mountain. We're going to see how far we can get. We've heard it can be treacherous, so we'll keep you apprised every step of the way.
Yep.
All right?
All right.
All right. See you there.
See ya.
Bye. Parqueo? Yeah, so I'd say tourism is alive and well in El Salvador. This is the road leading up to the Santa Ana volcano hike. 2 kilometers of parked cars. Keep going. So this is Cerro Verde National Park. It's a beautiful park at the top of Cerro Verde, which itself is an extinct volcano.
Yeah.
So it's completely covered in vegetation, and they've begun to groom that vegetation into various hedge animals.
You're right, Edward Scissorhand. It's awesome.
So this is the entrance to Volcán de Ízalco. Now, we had intended to hike the Santa Ana volcano, but once arriving there, due to language barrier, we got mixed up with the wrong tour group, and we ended up here on this hike, which turned out to be quite a bit more difficult. The scenery is beautiful in here. Like it's a tropical jungle, so it is what you would expect.
And we did go on a fairly good day because it was just like a fall day in Canada.
Yeah.
Like the temperature was absolutely perfect to
Yeah.
hike down and up
Yes.
the volcano.
Yeah, because we had to hike down Cerro Verde, the extinct volcano, and get to the bottom of the valley before we could hike up Volcán de Ízalco.
Yeah.
So yes, we weren't preparing or expecting that, but it worked well. It was grueling.
Yeah.
Yeah. That woman in red there, we'll talk about her in a second. She was a phenomenon, like an apparition.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll get to that. Yeah. So this rock here, this terrain, this is all like cooled volcanic emission. So it's very loose, very sharp, jagged rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Cerro Verde. That's the hill that we climbed down to get to this position where we are now. Yeah, so this lady here, she would appear in front of us and then behind us.
And then in front of us again somehow.
Yeah. She was like some kind of like magic ghost of the forest.
We honestly didn't think, she was really there at one point.
Yeah, and she did the whole hike in a red dress with sandals.
And she didn't even sweat.
Not even for 1 second.
Like,
yeah, the rest of us, we were just dying halfway up the volcano.
she just, had her little bag and she just went on her way.
Gliding up the mountain like a spirit.
Okay, so what you can see here now is lava.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, so what this is if you, on the left corner there, that was the last eruption. It is from 1966. That's magma that poured over the edge that we're hiking on now and accumulated there in the bottom. Now, that was on its way to a village, and as far as I understand, there were some fatalities back in 1966, but the volcano, the eruption stopped right at a monument that was like a Catholic protector monument, and the lava stopped right at the foot and did not enter the village. So that's become a bit of local folklore.
Okay, so this terrain here we're almost at the top of the volcano. As you can see, it's very loose.
Very loose, very steep.
Really had to watch your footing on the way up.
Yeah.
So when you turn to your left here, you will see us. And then we've made it to the top.
Yeah, and if you look down to the right, you can see that is quite steep. You don't want to lose your footing here,
No.
because all of that is very loose rock that will let go in an instant, and there's not much to grab onto.
No.
Yeah, so that was treacherous. But little did we know that the real danger would come on the way down in the form of bees.
All right, here we are. We made it. Yeah, we're at the top of the volcano. It's I can't pronounce the name of the volcano. It's not the Santa Ana volcano with the lake. It's another one. We will put the name of it on the screen right here. But yes, amazing up here. Yeah. Just we're going to show you lots of it, but here, have a look.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and over this way, that's the caldera in there. So some time ago, that was filled with searing hot magma. Very cool stuff, yeah. And there's these guys up here. There's these gigantic looking grasshopper things. I got a few shots of them. If you know what they are, please get down in the comments below. Let us know. All right?
All right.
All right. So
it's time to trek back.
Yeah, time to trek back. We're gonna head down. We'll check in with you when we get back down there. All right.
All right.
All right. If we get back down there,
Let's see that.
It's treacherous.
All right,
no, it's not that bad. All right.
So we're headed back down now, and as you can see, it's rather steep.
Yep.
You had a harder time with this, I think.
Yeah, I don't trust my footing, so on the way down, this was very difficult. I did not enjoy this at all, as you can see.
Yeah, so I struggled a lot on the way up, but the way down was easy, and Jessica was the opposite. She had a pretty easy time coming up and had a harder time on the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So since then, so 1770, the volcano used to erupt, erupting. Yeah.
Erupt, yeah.
Used to erupt every single day,
Wow.
but only overnight. That's why the the people they decided to change the name. Instead of to call Ízalco, they call it the Light of Pacific.
Okay.
Because when the ship or when the boats they arrive at Acapulco port, they already know where they are. You know?
Right, because they can use it as a kind of natural lighthouse.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, yeah. Go down, go down, go down, go down.
Oh, those are bees.
Yeah. It was 1,000. We survived, guys. It was like a million of beef. It's a migration because now it's coming our summertime in El Salvador.
Yeah.
So they came from the south to the north because there's no more rain here.
Right.
So they move here and they work around here.
Wow.
Because the weather is changed. But the thing is, we go down, they pass over your head. But if you move, it won't attack to you and you touch, and then everything return and go to you, and they can kill you. They have a connection
Yeah.
each other
Yeah.
by pee. You know, by pee.
Yeah.
So they smell that. Oh, something need a help, emergency, and then the queen come back and they can kill you. Crazy.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So
Wow.
we survived.
Okay, so we just survived a phenomenon, a bee migration phenomenon, and we may have we could have died there. That's I'm glad we ran into this fellow here. What's your name, sir?
Irvin.
Aaron?
Irvin.
Irvin,
Like
yeah.
Irvin, Texas.
Uh-huh. Oh, Irvin,
I don't
yeah.
know. I'm from El Salvador, but I asked my mom many times, my parents, why I have American name, because I am 100% Salvadorian guy.
Right, right.
So, but they never explain me why.
I see.
Maybe my mom fall in love and want a gringo
Right.
in the United States. Maybe
That could
that's
be.
why I have my
Yeah.
American name. So it's a pleasure. We are
Okay.
going down from Ízalco. This is the third most difficult volcano, or third most difficult hike
Mhm.
all over El Salvador. So I'm glad for you that you making, because
Yeah.
this volcano is not for everybody.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just finish the step, like today I explained to you. I have 14 people with me. Only 2 people was able to get a top. The other 12 they come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It
but
was
I'm glad for
challenging,
you.
yeah, but I think the hardest part is over now.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
coming the most interesting part,
Yeah.
as you said. Yes, it's
Yeah.
coming, because we need to come back onto the top, the
Yeah.
ante. So we
Yeah.
need to climb
Yeah.
all the way up the hill of Cerro Verde.
We can do it.
I think we can manage.
Yeah, definitely, we're gonna make it.
Yeah.
If we survive from the ants, from the
The
beef,
bees, yeah.
we're gonna survive with the step. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Irving.
You're welcome.
And we'll check in with you again at the top.
Yeah, so that's the last of the footage we have. We didn't really take a whole lot on the way back. It was just too exhausting.
Yeah.
Because again, after coming down the side of that volcano, which I think was 830 meters,
Yeah.
we now had to go back up Cerro Verde, the extinct volcano, to get back to our car.
Yeah.
So it was exhausting. It felt like it was just going to go on forever
Forever.
and ever, because it was switchback after switchback after
Yeah.
switchback, and when we got to the top, we just laid on the road
Yeah.
and just rested.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
closer we got to the top, the guards would come by and say like, "Oh, you're almost there. You're almost there," and they lied. Like it
Yeah.
kept going on and on and
Yeah,
on.
you're almost there if you're an apparition.
Yeah.
But not if you're a normal human. But it was a great experience.
Yeah, it really
we had a
was.
great time, in spite of the whole bee thing.
Yeah.
Like that's like one of your biggest fears.
Yeah.
Is bees.
Yeah.
Like back in Canada, we used to go on hikes, and if there was one bee, Jessica, she's
Bee.
gone. She's running.
180 just
Yeah.
the other direction.
And we had an encounter with 1,000,000 bees.
Yep.
Yeah. So did that help kind of get you over the fear at all?
No.
No? Okay. Bee fear still active.
Yeah, bee fear is
Yeah.
still active until the day I die. Even though I got stung by one once in my life.
Mhm. Yeah.
But
So yes, it was a great time, and anybody who wants to see sort of backcountry El Salvador and the ruggedness of El Salvador, or just see a volcano, we definitely recommend Volcán Ízalco. Be prepared, bring lots of water, bring lots of snacks, because it is a grueling hike.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it.
All right, I think so
All
too.
right. So head on down below, hit that like button and the subscribe button.
Mm-hmm.
Leave your comments, ask your questions. We want to know, what did you think?
Yeah.
Would you enjoy this hike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any other volcanoes that we should explore?
Yeah. Any other sites that we should see? Let us
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
All right.
So thanks everyone for joining us today. It was a pleasure as always.
Mm-hmm.
Next video, we've got an interview coming up with the Bitcoin shooter.
Yeah.
This fellow, he made a documentary film called Comeback Country. Check it out.
If you haven't already.
Yeah. Okay. So that's gonna do it.
All right.
We'll see you next time.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.